Okay, so in this session, Boomerang for Gmail. What is Boomerang for Gmail? It is hands down one of the greatest tools that none of you are using. So let me go.
I use it too, highly recommend it.
So Boomerang for Gmail. So say I got, there's a few ways of using it. Say Ron, he sends me an email and I don't want it in my inbox. I want to deal with it tomorrow, but I don't want to drop it. Or maybe it's an internet lead. Let's use that. Say you get an internet lead and you get emailed about it because that's how you get alerted. You call that internet lead and they don't answer the phone. Well, are you going to put them in your database? Maybe not. You don't even know if they're a real person. So what you could do is you could just check off this little box in Gmail. So right up here I check and then I hit Boomerang. And then I'm going to boomerang this in 2 days. What's going to happen is it's going to come off of my plate today, and then in 2 days it's going to come back up to the top. Oh yeah, I got to call Ron. And then so I could keep pushing that forward by a specific date and time. So this is one way of using the leads that you're getting and having a next call date without them actually being tied up in your database and creating a big overwhelming mess. That's one example of using Boomerang. Another example is if I hit compose, down at the bottom, this red button right here, it says send later. If you're using Gmail, you don't have that. You've only got to send now. So with send later, I can, let's say this is a buyer that we closed a transaction. I am going to email that buyer and say, happy buyer. Happy buyer, see attached. And I'm going to attach all of their closing paperwork because you have to email them the file, right? So I email them that. Then I'm going to send it again, only I'm going to do it at a later date. And I'm going to set it up so that, say their closing is May 1st, 2016. Well, on April 1st of 2017, I'm going to have this scheduled to go out a month before their home closes, and it's going to send them all the paperwork again with a message saying, hey, just want to remind you your home anniversary is coming up. If you ever need help with refinancing or know anybody thinking of moving in the area. Like, that is the easiest drip plan that you guys aren't doing, and you don't even need a drip plan creator. You just literally set a new date and hit confirm, and underneath it says schedule a reoccurring message. So if I click on that, oh yeah, they wouldn't accept my credit cards, so I don't use that feature at the moment. But anyways, because I'm not working with buyers like you guys, so I don't have to. But anyways, when you click that, you can say reoccur every year for the next 4 years. Imagine if every buyer that you did a deal with this year, and next year, and next year, and next year all got this one simple email. How many of them would be repeat buyers in 3 years, 4 years, 5 years? Way more than not doing it, and it costs $5 a month. I mean, those two, it's a Gmail, yeah, it's
That's
only
not
Gmail.
the only tool that does it, but it's like the most popular one.
Yeah.
Active inbox.
Yeah. There's a lot of different tools for stuff like this. Like Sidekick does it. There's a ton of it. Like this is one that works really well. I use this and Sidekick.
So one for Outlook?
That I'm not sure.
Google search. Google knows. So I'm just going to give you a couple ideas, but there's a million ways to skin the cat. So that's one.
If you want to Google, just put like Boomerang for Outlook, you'll see what options are out there.
Yeah.
And like the other cool thing about Boomerang too is that can't remember if it's a paid feature or not, but you could say hit a button and say if they don't respond to this email in 2 days, bring it back up.
Oh, okay, yeah. So say I email a person. Say I get an internet lead, and I call the person, leave a voicemail, and I'm going to send them an email. Right at the bottom, you can't see it, but it says boomerang this in 2 days if no reply. So if you email them and they don't even reply, it'll come back to your inbox and you'll be like, oh, I got to call them again. So it's like a safety net of not losing things in the crack. You got to book a home inspection and you're trying to deal your schedule with the buyer's schedule and the seller's. This is only for Gmail. But this idea could work for Outlook. If you're not using Gmail, I highly recommend it.
Yeah, Gmail's the best platform for. And you can do branded, like $5 a month. Like for me, Andrew@justsellhomes.com is a Gmail address. It's $5 a month.
So another tool that I probably couldn't do business without is called BombBomb, and it allows you to easily create video and send it. So it works right on your phone, so I can make a video on my phone. If you've ever made a video on your phone and tried to send it to somebody, it doesn't go through. It's too big of an attachment. You got to upload it somewhere. Well, with BombBomb, it makes the video, and you literally, when you hit done, type in the email, send, and it does it. It's magic. I don't have to know how the engine works to be able to drive it. So same thing. If you don't have to, it doesn't matter how it's happening. It makes your video and emails it to the people easily. And it works right in Gmail, so I know not all of you use Gmail, and this is one of the reasons why I suggest you do, because everything integrates with Gmail. So if I wanted to send a video, right up here up the top left, I could compose an email or send a video. And it's going to open up this camera right here. So I'm going to pretend to hit record because nothing's working with the live audience. So I hit record. 3, 2, 1. Hey, Joey Byers, it's Danny Wood here at ABC Realty. I want to thank you so much because you took the time looking at real estate for sale here in Durham region. And I just wanted to... Yeah, right. Okay. Hey, Joey Byers, it's Danny Wood here at ABC Realty. I want to thank you so much for taking the time to fill in a form looking at real estate for sale here in Durham. And I'm going to set it up to email you all of the homes that fit your criteria. All you have to do is just reply back, let me know exactly what it is that you're looking for and what you're not looking for. Also, if you know anybody or yourself is interested in the local house values, I can easily pull that report for you as well. Just let me know the address or the contact info of the people, and we'll follow up. I am a real person. All my contact info is below, so feel free to give me a call or a text, and I'll try and follow up later. Thanks, Joey Byers. Stop the video, and it puts it right into Gmail. And then I can hit send. So when I call a buyer lead, instead of leaving a voicemail, I'll do a quick video. It's the same amount of time as it would be to leave that voicemail, but now they can see your face, and they build that rapport before you even get them on the phone. Look at that smile.
Yeah, smile.
Look at that. And right here it says select video. I'm shaking my mouse because it's going to disappear right there. So you could have videos pre-done. So I could be replying to buyer leads in my pajamas, not even making a real video because I could just use the same video over and over and over. So you can have pre-made videos and just send it off to people.
The guy in the States who does it with these follow-up with BombBomb, where he has one shot at night, one shot during the day, one shot at night when it's like snowing, one during the day, and he just looks outside and then sends off the right follow-up email that looks like it's personalized. It's like, hey, just heading into a meeting, I'll get back to you when I get back to the office. And it goes out to all new leads that he gets depending on the time of day. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't change your haircut.
Yeah, you just have to stay that one look for the rest of the time. Maybe update it every year.
So
Is that the subscription-based BombBomb?
Yeah. BombBomb is
just an applet for Google.
it's a subscription-based program that
Subscribe, included.
yeah. It's a subscription that works with Google, but you don't need Google because you can use their own website and you can use your phone. So I just like doing it right within Google because it is just an easier flow for the way I work. This other product, Schedule Once right here, it allows people to book a time on my phone without having to talk to me. So if you've ever had to schedule, especially teams, like we worked on a large team and there was a one main listing agent. And at the back of the room was his calendar handwritten on a whiteboard. And it was really retro. And we would have to like block in like times for him to go do the listing appointments. Well, if he had this tool, we could just block it right off and it updates on his phone automatically. So I have people, like today somebody booked an appointment with me. I never even talked to them. I don't know who they are. I have to follow up. But they blocked a time without even having to talk to me, and it's now added to my phone. So this tool, if you do a lot of appointments and you're always trying to work out, well, what time is it where you are? What time is it? Like that sort of thing. Schedule Once. Amazing.
That's only with Google too?
Nope.
Integrates
Nope.
with Outlook, I believe.
Yep, integrates with all of them.
Yeah, any of the main calendars that are out there.
Join.me, join.me is a website, totally free, and it allows people to see your computer screen. So when I was on the phone with buyer leads, at the end of the conversation, I know I have to set them up on the prospect match. I would say, are you at a computer by any chance? And they'd say, yeah. And I'd say, perfect. Go to joindan.ca, and I'll get you into the back end of realtor.ca, and we'll set you up. It takes 5 minutes. Is that cool? Well, they would say, yeah. Go to it right now. Go to joindan.ca, any of you.
Are you branded?
Yeah, I just redirected a URL. Joindan.ca redirects to join.me/danwoodcoaching. And so join.me/danwoodcoaching is free. And here I am now sharing my screen. So if I hit unlock, there's 4 of you right now looking at my screen. And you didn't have to register like you do with GoToWebinar or any of that other stuff,
Download
right?
software.
You didn't have to download any software. So I have the buyer with me at, let me minimize that. So I have the buyer with me at the same time, and I can set them up. Or if you're working with somebody and you're trying to explain like a contract, like you have to cross this out, sign here, do that, a lot of people really need hand-holding. Like they don't feel comfortable. So get them on the phone, email them the document and have it up as a PDF on their screen, and then say, okay, go to join.emily.ca or whatever, and now they can see your screen. You're like, okay, cross here, sign this, do this, and now you don't have to drive an hour across the city to meet with them.
How do you personalize your join.me to your name?
So you would go to join.me. I'm going to close it because we don't need it now. You would go to join.me and create an account. It's free, and they'll give you a URL. So mine is join.me/danwoodcoaching, and then I went to GoDaddy and I registered joindan.ca so that if anybody typed that in, it went to the other. It's called redirecting.
Really easy to do. Like if you buy it through GoDaddy, you just go forward, and then you can either do forward or forward with masking, and just type in the URL you want. Automatically sets it up. 10-15 minutes, the redirect is live, and it goes.
Is there a security issue with that? The fact that someone can access?
No, because I just shut all of you down. So none of you have access except for to see my screen. I can give you control of my mouse and keyboard if I want. And that was the other thing. Whenever I'm on tech support with somebody, like my printer broke last week, and I just got them on tech support. You know how it's always instant chat, and they won't talk to you? Well, I said just go to joindan.ca. I gave them my mouse and keyboard, and they fixed it without even talking to me. And it's free. I also did it, how I came across it was doing webinars where I would do, like, I did it for realtors, but you could do it for a home buyer seminar or a home seller seminar. And you can have 250 people get on, and it's totally free. Instead of registering for join.me, no, instead of registering GoToWebinar and all that, that's like $100 a month. Or this is free. So,
What point does it get paid? I know there's like once a certain amount of people.
I don't know.
I don't know what the number is. But.
There is I pay for it now because I use it. Obviously, I use it daily. But the free version is probably adequate enough for the realtors in the room. And those are 2 of the examples of how I used it, and people love it. Like when I'm setting them up on a buyer email alert, and I'm telling them, okay, you want a finished basement, but look how many listings we get when we say partially finished, and I can educate them on what they're missing out on. So it's a really good, really, really good tool. Chuck, I'm so glad you came back because I want you can leverage this for your new website. So hopefully. Yep, I'm still taping. Okay, listen to this.
Hey, this is Nat with SumoMe, and I want to show you this exciting new click-to-trigger feature on List Builder. So what the click-to-trigger feature will let you do is when you're on any page of your site, you can make a link, image, or button clickable so that when somebody clicks on it, it triggers a List Builder pop-up. And now this is really, really powerful in any case where you have an extra piece of content, an extra upgrade that you want to offer them, but you don't want to wait for them to try to.
So I'll stop that video. I just wanted to visually show you. You saw how they clicked on it, and look, it takes up, it shows the website that they're on, and then it has the contact form. Instead of us having a big, ugly form taking up so much real estate of the space, maybe you could use that for a video instead, and then have a register now button that when they click it, it pops this open, and that's how you capture the contact info. You're going to see me going forward. All of the landing pages that I do are going to be this. Because it's cleaner. As soon as they land on the website, it's not immediately scream and give me your info. But when they do click info, it doesn't take them to another page. It keeps them on the page and they can see the content, so they trust it. Because if that just opened up on a big white screen, they'd be like, who's it going to? What's this all about? And they just hit X. But because it's still co-branded with you and your picture in the background or whatever, and it says get a list of homes for sale that match your criteria, that product is cool, and it's called, it's through the SumoMe guys. So that program that I said, SumoMe, that has the list builder, they also have this, and it's all the same product. So Chuck, for sure with your new website and the book an appointment, this would be key. Speaking of Chuck, he put me onto this. This is Trello, Trello.com, and it is basically project management, online storage, all at the same time. So here I have my virtual assistant has a board. This is what they're working on today. And say he's working on this and he's done with it, he's going to drag it off of off of his board and then put it onto my board. So you can drag and drop and assign people things. So say you get a brand new listing, you could create a new card for that listing. So if I open up this file right here, it has a checklist of everything that needs to be done. So you could create a just listed checklist and have it assigned to certain people. You can have all of the attachments, so all of the videos, all of the photos, all of the PDFs, all of the contracts, everything. Because if you have it all on your computer saved, what happens when that thing's gone in 2 years? Or you have it all in online storage, but it's a big mess. There's like folders everywhere, right? With this, it is one card, and everything is on that one card, including notes and everything, and then you can archive it. And in the future, you would just search that seller's name or that buyer's name, and you could pull up that card. So it's a great way for you to work as a team, to collaboratively work on ideas and save files and like working on projects. So that tool right there. Speaking of working with teams, if you have to share your username and password, Lastpass is one of the better tools. It allows you to save all of your usernames and passwords, and then I get a virtual assistant or a new assistant. I can create an account for them, costs $25 a year, and I can assign which websites they have access to, and I can create their username and password. They have one username and password, and if they leave me, my organization, I can take away that one username and password without having to change everything else. They will never ever see my usernames and passwords. So if I do have them logging into my Facebook, or if I do have them logging into whatever I have, if they leave out of some spiteful thing or something crazy happens, I don't have to feel a security risk because they never knew my usernames and passwords to begin with. They only had the one. So for $25 a year working with a team, it's brilliant. We talked about outsourcing. So I outsource a lot on Upwork.com. So I'm going to be posting a project. So here's a guy, he's working right now. And so if I click, it will show me what he's working on. And here's all the other people that I've worked with in the past. I post projects. So here's, where's the girl? This girl right here, cold calling in English, giving away a free webinar. So I posted a job on Upwork, and I gave the criteria. I need you to work 2 hours a day calling a list of people with this script. You can't have any children inside and no roosters outside because they're all in the Philippines and 12 hours difference. The roosters are just waking up at 4 in the afternoon. So anyways, I put all that criteria, and then they're doing the cold calling for me, not for buyers and sellers because they're not licensed, but you could have them calling to sign them up for a client appreciation event or an online seminar or something like that, which was great. This is the guy that I use right here, producing and editing HD videos from my trips. So it would take me 6 to 8 hours to make a 2 to 3 minute video. And I posted this job on Upwork. I had 24 people apply. I hired 3 of them, and I just gave them a big messy folder of all the photos and videos of my trip, and then they produced videos and sent it back to me, $20 each. Well, one guy was 18, and then 20 and 20. So I paid for 3 different videos, and the one guy really stood out, and I gave him the rest of my videos, $20 a pop.
But this is the same like Fiverr, right?
It's better than Fiverr.
Higher quality.
Yeah, way higher quality. So the benefits to Fiverr and Upwork is that you pay Upwork, and then Upwork pays them, and then Upwork takes a fee in the middle. So there's actually really you get a write-off as opposed to you paying your friend or family under the table, sort of thing. So it's just straight up marketing expense. And you can post the different jobs. So next week I'm going to be posting for the marketing kit. And I'm going to create a marketing kit for all the realtors where when you get a brand new listing, all you're going to have to do is email the pictures and the description, and then you're going to get everything back, the blog, the feature sheets, you're going to get everything turned around to you. Well, I'm going to create it on Upwork and have people compete and apply for it, and then I'm going to pick a winner. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing.
Turnaround time on some of the
How
work.
are we gonna get it?
Like the same day.
like your home videos from your vacations for the same day?
2 days.
They often give you like
Yeah, they'll tell you.
Like some guys will be like, I have a 24-hour turnaround, I have a 48-hour turnaround, I have a half an hour turnaround if I'm online. Some of them like you'll know going into it roughly speaking.
And you can set caps as well. So I hire this guy. A lot of people I hire per project where it's a flat fee, just one off. This guy I have kind of around the clock. And it will show you, once it loads, so it takes screenshots while he's working. So I'll know you were on Facebook the whole time, buddy, type of thing. So I like it because they don't even have to be at my computer. And so between Upwork and Trello, I can work flawlessly with anybody anywhere in the world. All of the files are saved on Trello. The project that they're working on is on Trello. And then I pay them through Upwork, and I can see if they're working or not. And it even shows the activity. Like he kind of fell off and had to have a nap, apparently, because he wasn't really working at 7:12. So Upwork is an amazing little tool. So hopefully that little lightning round at the end just gave you, oh, I could use that in my business. I could use that in my business. So I'm going to email you this video, and then I'm going to link to each of them respectively with a description and a reminder of what they are. And I guess we'll end off with a call to action on the book.
Oh yeah. I already got the winners. I know who they are. So Instagram actually came through for some.